What's up guys, Albert here from Vito Auto Sales, and today we have this beautiful Mercedes-Benz AMG GLE 53 that we're gonna take a deep dive on. We're gonna show you the interior, the exterior, and all the options that comes with this beautiful edition of the GLE. Come on, let's take a look. Before we get into that, what we have is a beautiful exterior on this GLE. Compared to the 2016 models, it got a huge facelift, not only with the AMG badging, but even the headlights are now multi-beam LED headlights to keep you illuminated at night. Next, we'll talk about these wheels right here. I love the design of these powder-coated AMG wheels. Not only that, they have AMG brake calipers and heat compensating brake rotors for when you brake hard on the track. Then if we follow the side, I love the styling of this vehicle. It looks like no other. GLE has been copied in multiple different games and movies, rebadged as other things, but we don't know what it actually is. Moving to the back, not only did these taillights get a redesign, but also there's this beautiful nifty little spoiler here on the back. Because it's the AMG model, down here on the exhaust, it has AMG on top to let you know that this is the race edition. Moving on, the backup cam is actually the trunk latch. Has a beautiful large interior. I'll tell you a little bit about this. Down here, there's a button that lowers your suspension so that you can load in heavier objects. Moving into the interior, starting in the back seat, what we have is some awesome things back here. Down here, we've got 2 power cords. Not only that, but also a full 12-volt outlet. Quick fact about the 12 volts, this thing actually runs on 46 volts throughout the entire system. That's because it's a hybrid vehicle and has a 21 horsepower motor hooked up to the transmission, giving yourself an extra 21 horsepower and quite a bit more gas mileage. Next, we've got a nice little area back here, expandable storage in the back. Pretty standard stuff back here, other than the heated seats. Both of these are heated seats and have a plush leather interior all around. Let's move to the front. So, moving into the center console, we have a USB-C port here and a place to hold your phone. Then, moving forward, we have a wireless charger for your phone and 2 USB-C ports, including a heated and cooled cup holder right here. Moving on, we have this wireless touchpad that controls the center console. Not only that, you have all your drive options, your suspension options here to lower and raise the vehicle, your exhaust option, you have your different drive modes and your manual settings. This is an in-depth look on the touch display here. First, we have a phone. The phone setting, you can have up to 2 separate phones connected with this vehicle. Going to the navigation, we have Google Earth run navigation. Next, our radio. We're gonna skip all over those for copyright reasons. Media, you can connect multiple media devices. Comfort, this is a large setting, so we're going deep into this. We have multiple different options for the massage seats in the front. Hot relaxing back shoulder, activated massage, classic massage, wave massage, mobilizing massage, active workout backrest, active workout cushion. Next, our seat comfort settings. Up here, it adjusts the size of the seat and your seat bolsters. We have seat heating balances and options through there. And we can go back to factory settings. Next, we'll go to ambient lighting. This, you can edit the color of the different lightings. The different lighting options are very, very large. So these are the pre-made colors. We have ocean blue, purple sky, red moon, fire red, dawn blue, sun yellow, jungle green, glacier blue, color flash, and color mix. Going back to multicolor, you can actually choose any color effect you like throughout the entire vehicle. This changes all the interior lighting in real time. Going down to color animation, these will make your colors go through different settings and make it go all the way through them. There is also effects as a welcome effect and a climate effect dependent on how your car's climate is set up. Next, we have the energizing comfort setting. This is a large setting. These are experiences that you're able to produce in your vehicle. We have refresh, warmth, vitality, enjoyment, well-being, training, and then these are the tips for how to position your seat correctly. Going through these, you can start one, and it will activate not only a soothing sound, but a display, and it will change your interior lighting, and it will give you a massage all at the same time. I currently have the volume off. Going over to the performance setting, this is where you are able to configure your vehicle for different settings and see your acceleration and braking as well as your G-forces throughout the vehicle. Going through, you can see the air suspension and your height differences throughout the vehicle. At the moment, we are at -1. Going back to your engine, you can see your engine torque and the horsepower performance up to 500 horsepower and 350 foot-pound of torque. You can see your oil temp, and if I accelerate here, you can see the different dials be edited in real time. If I go over to consumption, you can see how many miles per gallon we get. We've been sitting in a parking lot for a while, so it's not very good. Going over to dynamic settings, you can individually configure a profile that you can set on the steering wheel. Mercedes has their own apps, not only including Mercedes and Me, your smartphone devices, a browser, and a weather app that works with your GPS in real time. It will tell you today and the next 10 days, and you can cycle through them. Lastly, we have our car settings. This is where you are able to edit almost everything about the vehicle. You can edit the interior and exterior lights. You can edit the delay. And over here in quick access, we have our different settings. This is the Parkatronic, the active lane keeping assist, the stop and go assist, the active steering assist, the tow away protection, the interior motion sensor, the automatic car wash mode, the lowering your car to get in setting, and the DSR setting. Next, going up to assistance, we do have camera parking, traffic lane, traffic sign assists, active brake assisting, traffic light viewing, and active blind spot and active lane change assisting, route-based speed, and then we can go all the way over to system. And this is where you can edit the different kinds of displays. We have multiple different kinds of displays here that you can go with. Right now we are in the Super Sport setting. If we go up to the Sport setting, it'll change the look of not only the dashboard, but also the settings on the right-hand side. And also Classic is another option that you can choose. Classic is much more of a clean finish. We will keep it on the Super Sport here. You can change the brightness of the display, so it'll be able to see more, and you can turn it right off. Going down to more controls, we have keyboards and handwriting. These are all touchpad controls. This is the Hey Mercedes system. This is their voice control system that you can use. There is audio settings in here where you can edit how much bass you would like and how much acoustic feedback, because this car does have active noise cancellation. It can be connected through Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And you have your other activations, your software updates, your pin protection. And I believe that is everything for the guest profile of the Mercedes-Benz GLE 53. Moving on to the dashboard. So moving over to this driver's seat, what we have here is a couple interesting things on the steering wheel. For one, you have your sport mode selector down here. You can actually select between your different modes. It switches all throughout the car, and it's just a rotating knob. It feels amazing. Down here you have your different settings. This is your exhaust. You can click on that and make it sound more comfort, and this will soften your suspension if you click on the AMG Dynamics. Up here, these black little buttons are actually touch pads, so you can swipe through them. So if I swipe downwards, it'll switch up there on the screen. So first off, we have our RPMs. Then if we go down, we have our oil temp and the engine temp. We have our horsepower and torque. Going down more, we have our different sport modes that we're in at the moment, so you can see it on the screen. And then we have our G-forces. If we go back, we actually have multiple different settings we can use here. We have assistance, phone, our navigation. We can actually pop up here in the center and have a mini map right in front of us. With assistance, this will tell you the cars in front of you and the different speed and attention around you and your attention. And if we go to the full screen display, it'll show it completely while you're on the road, and it will show all of the different cars in the different lanes around you. Going back, past navigation, we have performance. These were the performance settings we went through before. Going through trip, these are your basic settings between your from reset mileage, your start and stop time, your different acceleration and coasting amounts, your fuel consumption, your RPMs, and your miles. You can also edit your radio here and your different media. Going over to designs and display, this is where your displays really change. If we change it to sport from super sport, you'll see we get more of a classic RPM and mile per hour gauge. And then we can change it again, or we'll go down through the different mile per hour options. We have it straight in the middle, our fuel consumption, our consistency, and our mileage options. Going back to comfort mode, or classic, our classic mode is a very nice blue, fits with the Mercedes brand very, very well. It's super clean. Lastly, past the designs and display, we got the service settings. We can check our different messages here, what's needed. We got this vehicle from down south, so we actually have our tire pressures a little low, so we have that message up here, check the tires. Past that, we do have cruise control on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. We have paddle shifters to go through the 9 different gears of the automatic shifting. And on the right here, we can actually control our center navigation and everything on this side. So we can use this touchpad to control that side, and we can control them at the same time and go through both at once. Down here, we have our volume settings and a volume wheel here to adjust it, a call setting, and this is how you talk to Mercedes up here. And you can go through search results through that. Past that, we have our stick. This is our gear shifter right here behind the steering wheel. Up is reverse, down is drive, and in is park. To get into neutral, you should go into either drive or reverse first, and then click up into the middle. Over on this side, we have our windshield wipers and our turn signal, along with our high beams and window washer fluid. Now that we're done with the interior, you can check out a longer, in-depth review on the interior on our main channel. But if you look here, this is genuine carbon fiber up here up front. Nice, beautifully weaved. We've got this wonderful inline 6 engine, pushing almost 436 horsepower, aided by an electronic motor hooked up to the automatic transmission that adds about 20 to 30 horsepower. Not only that, This engine is made immaculate with the wiring and how clean it looks on both sides. Another thing about this, the interior and the actual mechanics of this vehicle, all 4 of the tires have sway bars, so you feel less body roll in the interior of the car. But that's about everything we have for today. This was the GLE 53 AMG Edition. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. See you next time. Like, share, take care. This was Albert from Vito Auto Sales. See you next time.